Welcome to Amateur Redneck Workshop. I'm Harold, and as you might expect, we're going to try to continue on making this belt grinder. And I already know that I'm going to get the hinges on in this in this particular video, and possibly a fair amount of other things done. You know, I think that things are starting to fall together, and who knows, maybe in a couple of weeks I'll get it finished. I know that that it sure looks hopeful right now. Of course, I've been held up by my lack of ability and mistakes and that sort of thing. And yesterday I discovered that I needed to get a 5/8 reamer. I've got a whole pile of adjustable reamers that Brian Stanka gave me, but none of them are close enough right to the right size to this one thing that I need to do. So I've got a reamer on order. It seems like when I made this little hub, it's 5/8 most of the way in, and it's 5/8 most of the way out. But in the middle, it's about 1/1000 and a half to 2/1000 smaller. And not having had any pin gauges to check it with at the time, I didn't know that. I've got actually the right pin gauge now, and I dropped it in there and discovered that I had sort of made myself a venturi instead of a straight through thing. So I'm going to correct that whenever the darn reamer gets here. Before we get too far along, I've got to point out to you something here. I went to this Go to the Land Fest, and my good buddy Chuck wasn't there. I'll zoom this thing in here so you can see. That right there is Chuck Valmarito's sticker. But I did meet Mike Wiggins there, and what he told me, he says, put my sticker right beside Chuck's sticker. So there's Mike Wiggins' sticker right there. He's got the Backyard Machine Shop. He does miracles with old machines. And there you are, Mike. You're right beside Chuck. And Chuck is a certified nice guy. And after meeting Mike Wiggins, I can say he too is a certified nice guy. So I suppose their stickers do belong together right up there. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. Now I'm going to be kind of a hypocrite. It's a human condition, it's natural to people. I don't wear t-shirts. I haven't worn a t-shirt in, I don't know, 50, 60 years, maybe longer. And I don't like them. So I don't wear them. But then here I am. I'm going to tell you that in as much as I don't like t-shirts, I'm going to try selling some t-shirts. And I like to do projects, and I'd like to do some more advanced and more meaningful projects than what I've done in the past. But every time you step up there, it's the dollar count. You know what I'm saying? And I can't go on that thing with my current schedule of finances. So I'm going to start selling some amateur redneck t-shirts. They'll be on Teespring, and the link is right down below. And I don't have one here to show you. I meant to iron this all out in my last video, but I forgot. And I forgot to set up the t-shirt business too. And it's on Teespring now. And you can get an idea of what it looks like if you'll just follow the link that's right down in the information box. It's got my logo on the front and Keep On Keeping on the back. So it comes in a variety of colors, and it's a good quality t-shirt, I think. I don't know. Like I say, I never wear t-shirts, and so I'm sort of being kind of a hypocrite here and trying to sell you something I won't that I won't wear. So anyway, that's my attempt to try to change the finances here so I can step up the flavor of my projects. All right, they'll still be done by a dumb redneck, and they'll still be full of mistakes and all that, but maybe we can do something even more interesting here and there. I've got a lot of ideas. It's just they cost a lot of money to do. All right. I guess if I don't think of something before I put the video together, then right now we can just go on and go to the video and start working more on our belt sander. Belt sander, belt grinder, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Alright, now step 14 wants to make this piece right here. So these are the pieces that I need to cut out to weld together so that they can go onto this guy right here. And I've cut them out and I've got them marked off with my Randy Richards scribe, and I'm going to drill all these holes to use to mark the center of them, so I know what the circles ought to be and stuff. Alright, so two of these guys have the same angle on them, so I'm going to drill the both of them at the same time. You can't see the other guy, but he's under there. Just like prego or ragu spaghetti sauce. It's in there. That's not worth the darn, is it? I'm going to have to put something there to hold them. A little piece of paper. Make them want to stay still. Alright, so let's get a piece of paper. I drilled the other one this way and didn't have any problems, even without a piece of paper, so I don't know why this one didn't do it. I guess there's just that much discrepancy between them. Alright, let's try again. There's some difference in the size. I can feel it. Look, it's not tight, so I'm going to put you to sleep while I fix it. Now a couple pieces of copper wire should make everything work out. Alright, so we got the 1/2-inch holes. And we'll just do a little chamfer, make them all happy. Things sharp, you can get a lot bigger chamfer than you need in a hurry, but I guess they'll be alright. I've cut the angles on these lots of different ways. This time I'm going to try to use this saw. It's running as slow as I can get it to run. It's still pretty darn fast. We'll just have to do what we have to do. Turning in the right direction and everything, but it's fighting me, so I'm going to put you to sleep while I do this. I kept thinking that's awful fast for the slowest speed, and I was right. I had it on the wrong belt groove. It really is slow now. least I came to my senses before any real harm was done. Penetrate it to the other side, then I'll feed it down this way. And there's no point in you guys watching that because it'll be boring. Well, when you set it for the right speed, everything works just so much better. Not a bad cut at all, huh? Alright, so the way I've been lining these things up was something I learned from Mr. Pete. So what I put the thing in the vise, and lay a piece of metal. He used a parallel, but I'm trying to get it up a little higher. So you lay a piece of metal along there to line up the line, and then you're in business, you know. And it's a good idea. So this is what I'm going to do on this next one. And I'm going to cut it, and then I'll wake you up again. There was a tiny bit of unevenness between these two that are on the same angle, so I give it a little skim there so that it would be dead on. So now all we have to do is round the corners, but I've got one more piece that's got to be cut on an angle, and now I'll get it over here and slice it up, and then we'll round the corners on all those. So I'm grinding these curves, and so they match up, I just bolted the two of them together, and the curves they may not be perfect, but they'll be the same. Seemed like a good way to do it to me. Alright, so the parts for that step right here have been cut out, and they are waiting, along with all the others, to be welded together. Excuse my voice. I just had a big sneezing fit there, so I haven't recovered. I just realized from looking at this that I've only got half enough of some of the pieces. Like these pieces here, this guy shows two of them here and one of them down there, and I've only got just the one. Got the one that goes right there, but according to this, there's one on the other side. This guy's going to go in the middle here, and there's another hinge just like this on the other side. Somehow I must not have read the instructions carefully. That's annoying. Okay, so it'll just take that much longer. Okay, well, that's enough for today. I'm disappointed in not having read so perfectly, and I'm going to knock off for the day. Alright, I was careless in reading the drawings, and come to find out that I needed 3 of these, not one, and 3 of the other hinge. So I took the one that I had finished and I bolted it to cutouts of almost the right size already, and ran it through the milling machine so that it's pretty equal on all the sides. And then I'll just take this little piece over to the bench grinder and round it off, and then I'll have these 3 hinges here really and truly finished. Then I can do the the little ones that come from here, like this. I need to make 2 more of these, and I'll just bolt them together and grind them together, and everything will be exactly alike. And so there we are, shaped the same. On to the next hinge. Well, that's all, folks. Y'all try to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Leave a comment if you got something to say. And above all, remember, keep on keeping on. Bye now.